we will now create the hero section of our homepage, which is this section with the gray background. This has a large image, title, subtitle, and 2 different buttons. It's also responsive, so initially it's stacked on top of each other, and for wider screens it goes into a 2-column grid. So let's get started and create this. After the nav element, we add a section tag with the class hero. To set the background, we add the class isLight, and to further style this, we also add the class isBold. We'll see what these classes exactly do later. Now we can add another div tag with the class heroBody to provide the padding, and then we'll add a div tag with the class container to set a max width on the content and center it. Now, because we want this to be responsive in the grid, we'll need to wrap all of it in a div tag with the class columns. Inside this we can now create 2 columns. So we add another div tag with the class column. This is our first column, so inside this we want to put out in our picture. We use the figure element with the class image to make the image responsive, and then the class is 2:1 to maintain the aspect ratio even before the image has loaded. Then we can now insert the image using the img tag and the source attribute with the value img 800 × 400.png. This is the image that we see up here in our img folder. Great. Now after this column, we can create the other column in the same way using the class column, and then we'll first add the title using the h1 heading element with the class title, and to make it extra large we'll add the class is1 as well, and then the text, the company name, and close the tag again. We'll now add the paragraph with the class subtitle. Inside this, I'll just paste this random text and close the paragraph again. We now need to create the 2 buttons, so we add a button with the type button and the class button, as well as the class isPrimary to give it the primary background color. We'll give the first button the text read more and close the button tag again. Let's copy this, and for our second button we want it to be outlined so it doesn't have a background color only on hover. So we add the class isOutlined, and we change the text to contact us. Now we'll save and go into the browser and have a look. We'll refresh the page. Here we see that everything is stacked on top of each other, and when we increase the width it goes into a 2-column grid. Let's take a quick look on the hero here. If we remove the isBold class, we can see that the background color changes, and if we remove the isLight, we can also see that it completely disappears. So what is bold? The isLight class adds the background color, and the isBold class makes a linear gradient from left to right, so a horizontal gradient if you use the class isBold. This was the hero section.